My name is Lavanya Rajamani. I hold a professorship in international environmental law at the Faculty of Law, University of Oxford, and a Yamani Fellowship in public international law at St. Peter's College, Oxford. The course I delivered at the Hague Academy of International Law is titled Innovation and Experimentation in the International Climate Change Regime. The focus of my course is the international climate change regime, a regime that I would characterize as humanity's collective regulatory response to the existential threat of climate change. So this regime comprises three legally binding instruments: the 1992 Framework Convention on Climate Change, the 1997 Kyoto Protocol, and the 2015 Paris Agreement. Unlike most other treaty regimes that follow a linear path in terms of their evolution, the international climate change regime has actually experimented with dramatically different and innovative approaches to treaty design in response to political and scientific developments. In this course, I explore in particular those aspects of the regime that, albeit born of political dysfunction, demonstrate innovation and experimentation. This course is particularly relevant today because climate change, as we know, will lead to severe, pervasive, and irreversible impacts on the planet and its people. It is a regime and a threat that has been characterized as the defining issue of our age by the former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, and an issue that will define the contours of the century more dramatically than any other. And this is former US President Obama. One interesting feature of the climate change regime that I cover in this course is the experiments that parties have made with respect to the legal form of instruments and the legal character of provisions within them. The lines between what we know to be hard law, legally binding provisions, and soft law that is aspirational are blurred in the climate change regime, and this course explores those blurred lines with a view to mapping the spread of legal provisions in these instruments, their functions, the interplay between them, and their operational relevance. So one of the curiosities in this regime is that even instruments and provisions with very limited legal status have tremendous operational significance. This course explores such curiosities and advances our understanding, both in terms of scholarship and in terms of practice. This course draws not just on scholarly work, but also on my extensive experience in the climate change negotiations. And therefore, it highlights curiosities and even absurdities, not just in the instruments comprising the regime, but also in the process and procedures adopted in multilateral negotiations, including, for instance, the phenomena of disappearing footnotes, something you will have to read the course to understand. Thank you.